Cruel gets Joan of Arc and builds a warrior, adopts Legion, which could be useful next turn. Not my next turn, the following one, if I can adopt that. Starts working on the Taj Mahal and picks up Engineering Genius. That's quite an investment, given that he doesn't have iron yet. Increases population and gets Frugality. So that Frugality is not going to help him very much, right? He's going to go up to 3. Maybe he could use reserves to get another population. And Henry Merivale sees an event, reveals Good Harvest. Okay, maybe Cruel knew that the Good Harvest is there, so that could explain it. And sees another event. Interesting. So he's using the Caesar power, and he just revealed a developed territory. So, first of all, highly unlikely I'm gonna get it. um, if only because I don't have any cards, I don't have any bonuses. I don't think it's the first territory. I think there's another territory in here. So hopefully I manage to get navigation and cartography before the next one appears. But let's see how much I want to bid. So, um, is Pink Ranger going to bid his 1 unit for this? Maybe. So what's the payoff? The payoff is 3 science, which could help me get these knights a bit earlier. And it doesn't really open me up to bid 2, so I could decide to bid 2. I have 1 waiting, I can build these 2 back. And it could actually work out with... So the question is, do I want to bid 1 or 2? And how much do I need these 3 science? Because even without the science, I can go for the cartography. I have, I have, I have what I need for these, or here's the alchemy, which I am going to get. So yeah, I don't think it burns for me to bid 2. I think I can safely bid 1 and probably not get it. Given my position here, it's Henry Merivale's turn. He can immediately rebuild a unit, so he's gonna bid 1. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna get it, but I think it's worth it bidding 1. Is it worth it just bidding 2 to drive the price up and not taking a real risk here? Yeah, I think I can bid 2. I don't think I'm gonna get it, but oh, 3. Hmm. This is a bit of a risk. Bidding these 3 is a bit of a risk because I might get it. And do I want to get it? Oh, it gives me a yellow token as well. You know what? Let's make a bit of a wager and put 3 on it. And next turn I can get Alchemy Discover, upgrade, Discover Cartography, build 1 warrior. That's pretty risky, so I might need to readjust my next turn if I actually get it. I might skip the cartography to increase population. But let's give it a shot. It's a bit crazy, it's a bit risky, but let's see what happens. Okay, so that wager paid off, and it looks like we made life a bit more difficult for Henry Merivale. Looks like we pulled another defense card out of his hand, so that's nice. And I'm also a bit relieved. I did not really want to pay 3 for this, but it looks like Henry Merivale really needed it, which makes sense because he wants to research this alchemy, and he could not otherwise. So he takes care of infrastructure, gets his warrior back, upgrades an alchemy, increased population, gets another warrior. So he is preparing for a legion next turn, I guess, which is going to put him at 6. Or, oh, also he's losing Julius Caesar. Or there's more colonies in the deck, and he needs a 3rd warrior to take them. And he picks up Drama, which is, I guess it's nice with Michelangelo, although not amazing. Pink Ranger doesn't see an event, not surprisingly, he's lowest on strength, gets his swordsman, builds 1, gets Genghis Khan, upgrades a mine, increases population, elects Genghis Khan. As I mentioned before, this is his last chance. gets a breakthrough and an urban growth. So stocking up on some of these yellow cards. He is going to lose the Colossus, so there's that. And that's it. So right now I'm second weakest, and I could choose to put in an event. But I'm not going to risk Rats, and I'm not going to risk Rebellion. Both of these could be disastrous at this point. Um, yeah, I don't want to lose 6 food. That means losing a population. So, what shortcomings do I need to address right now? And there's quite a few of them. I need happiness, I need military strength, and I need science. So, thankfully, I am not less than science. In fact, I'm equaling Henry Merivale, um, but he's gonna get a second alchemy, and yeah, and actually the rest are not doing amazing for themselves. So I think that there might be some competition for scientific method. And looking at total science gained, I'm at 15. Crow is at 13. Henry Merivale is at 4, 12, 17, and Pink Ranger is at 5, 9, 11. So I'm doing pretty good in science. Although I'm pretty disappointed that this Da Vinci is not gaining me any science. So looking at the card draw, I think in a perfect world, I would want St. Pete's and Alchemy, and then increasing population helps, and getting a warrior. That solves um, my corruption needs and gets rid of the food. So that if a Reds hits, I'm not that sad. I still have the trade route agreement, which I might use soonish. I'm not sure yet then, though. Um, because I could use food instead of iron and get these 2 food out of the way. The reason I'm not super happy with this, I think it's a bit too late for alchemy. And yeah, I think it's a bit too late for alchemy right now, especially for 2 actions. Scientific method might show up at any minute, and maybe even journalism. I have the iron for journalism. So I think I'm going to skip on the alchemy. And honestly, we have a plan B, because push comes to shove. Let's say scientific method shows up and someone grabs it. We can get printing press next turn, and just 1 printing press is 2 more science, 5 science for H2. A bit low than what I would expect with Da Vinci, but decent. I'm definitely getting the St. Pete. Such a strong wonder. And then moving forward from this, I could actually get cartography and finish St. Pete's. However, that does not solve my corruption problem, so we need... Oh, so I can't get a warrior. And also, I'm still very vulnerable to rats. So we're not going to finish St. Pete's yet. We are going to risk a rebellion. Um, I'm going to get a person per population. I'm really worried about rats right now. And I think I'm going to upgrade my iron. Yeah, so I think I have the most iron production right now. At 3 iron and potentially Da Vinci. Next turn I'm going to have 11 stones, but getting rid of them is trivial. I'm just going to go here and finish my happiness problems. And honestly, an organized religion or a team sports or even an opera is going to resolve my happiness problems for the rest of the game. Thank you, St. Pete's. Actually, even just building a temple is going to be enough. So thank you, St. Pete's, for being an awesome wonder. I'm glad I got you for just 2 actions. And for next turn, I imagine that I am going to either get this printing press after all, or maybe get this irrigation going, because 2 irrigation gives me another population, or see what shows up with regards to science in this side of the card row. I would love to get this breakthrough, and nobody has an insane amount of actions. Oh, Cruel has 6. Good for him. He's full though. So maybe I'll get this breakthrough for 2 actions, and If journalism or scientific methods show up, I'm going to grab them and prepare for a science on the following turn. So that seems fine. Next turn's science, military actions, maybe a government. Let's see which which leaders show up. Oh wow, okay. So I just got classical army, and there's only one of them in the deck. And as far as I remember, nobody picked knights. Oh gosh. So this rifleman just became extremely high priority unless someone picks up knights. If I get the printing press, I could actually make Shakespeare work um, with an opera down the line, and that will give me a nice points boost. But still, it's a bit finicky, so we'll see. I probably don't want to break through. I might see this inhabited territory. We'll see, or maybe the immigration. Yeah. So if the military standing stays as it is, I will see an event next turn. However, I doubt that's gonna happen. I think Pink Ranger is gonna do something with his Genghis Han. Okay, let's see what happens.